My question is, what are the mental tricks you have, or how do you overcome these behavioral and emotional traps like anchoring?
Well, that's a good question. And of course, at first, in recognition of the fact that they can be traps and that you will be affected by them and you will make some mistakes because of them. But Charlie, in poor Charlie's Almanac, which I proudly do take credit for the name of, and he talks about the various psychological traps that people fall into, and simply reading that section, you will come away wiser than before you started on it. We're probably a little less inclined to make some of them than we were 30 or 40 years ago, but the nice thing about it is that if you make fewer of those mistakes than others, they will continue making their share and you'll get very rich.
Yeah, you don't have to have perfect wisdom to get very rich. All you've got to do is have slightly more than other people on average over a long time.
It's the old story about the guy outrunning the bear. I mean, I don't have to outrun the bear, I just have to outrun that other fellow. And number 5.
I think what has happened at Berkshire is just wonderfully for the good. And I do think we have a perfectly marvelous board. What makes me sad, as I said earlier, is I don't see more of the same practice followed elsewhere. A director getting $150,000 a year from a company who needs it is not an independent director. That director automatically becomes an inside director. And so it's a typical government intervention. It says it's doing one thing and it does another.
Yeah, I've been on 19 boards. I've never seen a director where the director's fees were important to them object to an acquisition proposal, object to a compensation arrangement of the CEO. It's just never happened. And in my experience, they frequently do not behave as they would if they owned the place.